Hey, this is Chris Jenkins from Bank of America Stadium. Happy New Year. And this is the first time in 5 years that the Panthers are practicing in January. So they normally practice on their practice field, but today they actually practice here at Bank of America Stadium. It was a pretty lighthearted and brief practice, only 30 minutes. Players didn't even have on cleats, they had on their sneakers. But don't let the lighthearted practice fool you. These guys are going to take this week and focus a lot on improving themselves as a team and being 100%, being the best they can be.
Everything, every day. Y'all hear me come in here in interviews and say it every day, man. We're dominating. I do what I want, but I got to get better at something every day. I got to figure out what it is, and I feel like that's what I've been doing more, just going back and checking out the details, the small things that I'm missing. Like, yeah, you had 4 sacks, but I was out my gap twice. Got to fix that. The little things. Maybe that's 2 more sacks. Maybe that's another tackle, and just find the small stuff like that.
This week should do the Panthers pretty good having a bye week. They had an early bye week in the season after week 3 or 4. And give a chance for a few guys to heal up like Steve Smith. Didn't see him out on the practice field today, but did see him in the locker room walking along and being his jovial self in the locker room. Strong safety Quentin Michael had on a cast, which I'm going to get some more information on and give you guys an update on that. A few things. We had some questions come in today. I said I'd answer them on the video. One was, speaking of Steve Smith, how would the team do in the playoffs without Steve Smith? And I'd say that they're a downgraded team on offense without Steve Smith. But if you look at it, this team has been really carried by the defense. The games where they had a lot of good scores were because of the defense playing so well, giving them a short field. So they will definitely miss the emotion on the field from a Steve Smith. But they still have a pretty good core in that Greg Olsen gets a lot of the touches for the wide receivers, and the running backs coming out of the backfield do pretty well. So if Ted Ginn or Dominic Hickson just steps up, catch a few passes, I don't think we'll be that far off and so certainly have a great chance at winning in the playoffs without Steve Smith. Another question came in was about the team winning on the road. This team actually doesn't play bad on the road. Again, their defense really carries them and offsets a lot of things that might hurt other normal good teams because they have such a great defense. So Panthers are going to have a first home game in the playoffs here in 2 weeks on the 12th. Their possible travel will be to Seattle. Now, if they have to play in Seattle, that's one of the loudest places, if not the loudest place in the NFL. So, of course, they're going to be at a disadvantage there. But overall, anybody else, I'd bet on Panthers to win that game, hands down. A lot of talks about who the Panthers are going to play. They could play, I believe it's Philadelphia, San Fran, and I don't have the other sheet in front of me, but there's 3 teams that they could play. I'll do another update on that as far as those possibilities go. But those possibilities of who they're going to play, really tough. Like to wait until after this Saturday, and we'll know for sure. So if you have any other questions, please send me a tweet or send me a message on Facebook. This is Chris Jenkins for CharlotteVibe.com from Bank of America Stadium.